Hi, I'm Jim Knotts, President and CEO of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. Welcome to today's virtual reading of the names. 2022 marks the 40th anniversary of the dedication of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. As part of our commemoration, we'll host an in-person reading of the names at the wall from November 7th through 10th, 2022, when all 58,281 names on the wall will be read aloud. In the lead up to that event, we'll be reading names each day online while sharing the photos of these heroes. For our daily virtual reading, the names of the service members will be read by month and day of death between the years 1956 and 1975 in alphabetical order for the given day. We apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. Know that our readers are doing their best to honor these service members. We hope you'll listen and watch each day and share with others as we remember and honor those who gave their lives during the Vietnam War.
Geronimo Alvarado Rivera, Charles Aaron Atwood Jr., James Ray Bailey, William Acker Barnes, Donald Wayne Beard, George Clyde Bedingfield, Thomas Dudley Burkfield, Larry Dean Borschel, Jose Luis Caballero, Gary Wayne Chapman, Michael J. Chisilka Jr., Clyde Ralph Coburn, Benny Bob Coe, Ira Dwanette Cooper, Francis Gerald Corcoran, John Bareilles Cordova, Brian John Cronin, Richard Lynn Croxon, Ellsworth I. Davis Jr., Anthony William Dean, Clancy George Drake, Patrick Edward Duffy, Lloyd Alvin Duncan, Robert Edward Emery, Dennis Charles Erford, Lucius Lionel Everett, John Patrick Flood, Jr., Edward Ford, Edward Francis Freitas, Livingston Glenn, Ernest Lawrence Gomez, Jose Bernardino Gonzalez, Leo Stanley Goralski, Ernest Joseph Grassi, Douglas Taylor Gray III, Ralph David Hale II, William Franklin Harrell, Michael Stevens Harris, Gary Dwight Haynes, Roger William Hines, Herman Linwood Hill, Richard Garfield Hill, Robert Francis Hinkston, Ward Lawrence Hooper, Jr., Adrian Joseph Ebram, Charles Jasmine, Richard Michael Keegan, William Robert Kimball, Ronald Lee Kohler, James Lampley, Jr., Carl Ferdinand Lang, Joel Miller Lee, Pete Lopez, Talton Lee Mackey, Leonard Ray Martin, Lynn Michael Madison, Michael James McLean, Richard Wayne McVeigh, Carol William Miner, George Washington Nelson, Kenneth Leroy Newby, Jr., John Vincent O'Connor, Jr., Joseph Howard Obman, Joe B. Ojeda,
John Henry Olds, Jimmy Lee Patrick, Richard Charles Pawelke, Lester Leon Pelham, Gary Wayne Peterson, Reginald William Plummer, Van LaSalle Randolph Jr., Michael George Ray, Donald Joseph Riley, Robert John Riley Jr., David Frederick Rhodes, Charles Edward Robinette, Patrick John Salyards, Larry Dale Scarberry, Dale Allen Shep, Richie Humes Schmidt, Earl Thomas Schaefer Sr., Curtis Henry Sharp Jr., Anthony D. Sheffield, Samuel Dale Shymick, Eugene Paul Shumbrish, Charles E. Sivitz, Brian K. Skinner, Leslie Ray Sloan, Jeffrey Nolan Smith, J.T. Smith, Irvin Dale Smith, John Frederick Stoneburner, Thomas Earl Sumlin, Robert John Swedenborg, Charles Stanley Tarbert, Johnny Charles Turner, Donald W. Vincent, Lewis Allen Walton, Dennis Lee Weber, Billy Joe Williams, William Young.